Foster the People. I'm Mark.
I'm Cubby.
And I'm Pontius.
And we are playing a game at Amoeba Records right now called What's in My Bag?
We're going to start off with the greatest cover of all time, James Brown.
That can't be him. Is that him?
It's gotta be. It looks like he's sitting on top of the world. Here?
It's the most genius
Baby on top of
cover
the world.
ever.
But James Brown's a huge hero of mine, so there you have it.
There you have it. First up, we have Heavy Weather by a band called Weather Report. As a bass player, Jaco Pastorius has always been a big influence of mine, and he was the bass player of this band. It's kind of his project, and this record's insane, so.
Which one is he?
He is that guy.
Ooh,
The crazy looking one.
Jaco.
I guess we'll start with the Stanley Kubrick collection.
But I can give you my complete assurance that my work will be back to normal. I've still got the greatest enthusiasm and confidence in the mission. And I want
I might have to borrow that from you at some point.
No way, dude.
So this is kind of a boring cover, but it's Caribou. I've been a Caribou fan for a while, but like never seen them live, and wow, like it was amazing to see them live. And there's two drum kits, a guitar player and a bass player, but there's a lot of like sampling going on, and it was so epic. Really rad.
Yeah, it's really good.
So this is Fragile by Yes, one of my favorite records of all time. Yes was just such an epic band, and put out a lot of really good music, but I think this is definitely my favorite of theirs.
Is Ryan's dad on this one? Oh, it doesn't have credits. We just toured with Group Love, and the drummer from Group Love's dad was in Yes, guitar player for Yes, so we gave him a hard time about it. Beach Boys, Endless Summer.
We always take my car, cause it's never been beat, and we've never missed yet with the girls we meet.
I Get Around is like the first song that really kind of caused me to like it's when I really fell in love with music. So I was like, I think 6 years old, and it came on in the car, and I just freaked out. And then later that week, you know, we had dinner or whatever, and my dad walked in with like a plastic bag, and he's like, hey Mark, I've got a gift for you. And it was a tape of I Get Around, and I think Fun 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 was on the B-side or something. And it was just like the best gift I'd ever gotten. You know, I just put it in the tape player, and I just remember just jumping around the room, just playing it over and over again, just like singing along.
So this is Restless Heart. And you got to pay attention closely to this guy. I don't know if you can get a close-up of it. But that guy right there is our keyboard player's father, actually.
He looks just like his dad.
He looks exactly
we're watching
like
like old music videos of them, and we're just like, dude, that's awesome. Like, pause it.
All right, next for me, Crosby, Stills, Nash. Pretty young, this was their first record, so good. So many classic songs on this.
Helplessly hoping her harlequin hovers nearby, yet waiting a word.
I just love their songwriting. Their vocal harmonies are insane. And I actually got to see them with Young a few years ago, and their voices are still just...
I saw him too. That was like one of my first shows without Young, but that was the first time that I ever smelled pot.
Really?
Yeah, that's with my dad. He's like, you smell that, son? That's the smell of marijuana.
Ready? The Kenny G collection.
$1.99 a pop. We really want to collaborate with Kenny G, so I thought that I would get familiar with his music, maybe sample it, you know, write a song around it.
And I thought I'd get familiar with his style. I'm gonna try to do my hair like kind of like this. And
You could probably do that with your hair. Your hair gets throwed out when it
do it. All right, so this is my last one. It's Bill Callahan, who I've heard of a little bit. I've heard the name, but it's funny, actually, the best thing about coming to Amoeba, I feel like I love, is like the section that's like, we recommend, or whatever. And I think every time I come in here, I grab something off there just because I'm like, I feel like every time that I've done that, it's been I've enjoyed it. So that was my pick off the shelf today.
John Lee Hooker, Mad Mad Blues. Definitely instrumental in my early musical journey, I suppose. I used to listen to all of his old records and play along to him when I was learning the guitar, and dug it, grabbed it, it's in my bag.
Got the Mad Man Blues, man, don't you know, don't you know.
You guys are pretty diverse in terms of your picks, both in genre and sort of era. Is there some like uniting thread that brings you guys all together?
Probably Kenny G.
Yeah.
I think that's what, is the through line between.
That's how we met at a Kenny G 12-step program. Just trying to get off listening to Kenny G.
Amoeba.